What's going on, everyone? Um, I'd just like to say thank you guys for tuning in for this. So what this video is, I'm going to be going over, breaking down everything that I did throughout this race for the Manufacturers Cup. I believe it was the fourth or the fifth one for Nurembergring. I'm just going to be reviewing it, going over what I could have done differently, and then what was the outcome of that. Really big thing that was a big disappointment for the end of the race, but it's okay. We're going to keep going from there. But also wanted to give a big shout out to W Energy. Thank you guys for sponsoring me. Really appreciate that. If you guys want to check that out, their website is going to be tagged into this video also, just down below. If you want to go to their shop, you can check out what they have. They have a bunch of cool shaker bottles, a bunch of cool pre-workout powder, energy powder, everything like that. You can take a look. You could also use my promo code, which is Blair Racing 3. And if you want to use that, you can get like a 10% discount. I mean, who doesn't love a little bit off of what they have to pay, right? So anyway, I'm going to get to it and just start going over. Oh, also, big shout out to Apex Sim Racing. They are one of the newest sponsors for me as a sim racer at the moment, which we're going to get to that hopefully later on down the road. It becomes not just sim racing, but actual real life racing as well, preferably GT racing. But Apex Sim Racing, thank you so much for your continued support. If you guys want to check that out, they have everything that you guys would need for setting up your sim rig, anything like that. Parts you may need, they have all the great works. So you can also check that out and then use my promo code also. It's just going to be Tegan Blair, all caps. So TEGANBLAIR, all caps, and that'll also get you a 10% discount. So feel free, take a look at their site. They have some really cool stuff. So anyway, let's get to analyzing this, shall we? All right. Alrighty, so for right now, we had a good start off at the very beginning of this race, past, let's see, 12th place, which is really good for flat. We took that first turn a little bit wider than I wanted to. Second turn was okay. I did make a little bit of contact with that Ferrari, and then worst case scenario, he did slam me, and he wound up jumping out of the race, which I don't know. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna get too technical with it. But I kind of wish that wouldn't happen. That actually threw me back all the way to the 14th place, unfortunately. Started going off into the dirt a little bit, so I was still getting in my head, trying to get back into the race. I was pretty upset being ran off the track like that. Alright, first turn was pretty good. A little bit wide on that exit, or, well, I'm sorry, that entrance. So, could have been a little bit closer to that apex. Let's see. Luckily, we did get a yellow flag on that, so as soon as that went off, I knew instantly somebody was already running off the side of the track. I knew I could make up time whenever I got that indicator. just means I can make up more ground. Hopefully try to bump up from 14th place, which is a little bit frustrating me. But another yellow flag indicator right there. And there was 13th, 4 flats. Caught up to him. Another yellow flag for so right around this bend is actually where that crash took place. I believe there was 2 cars. Yep, 2 cars right there. So 12th and 11th place. They might have took that turn a little bit too wide, so that's why I was able to take them. So I knew that they were going to be a little bit scooted off towards the right-hand side of the track, so that's why I kind of stuck to the left-hand side. Now, I was trying to get a little bit more speed, went off the side, tends to happen, but as soon as you go off the track like that and you start getting into like the dirt, make sure keep your car straight as possible. Try to get back on the track quick as you possibly can. Don't instantly take off and put pressure on the acceleration, because at that point your tires are dirty, so it'll just start making you spin, which isn't good, doesn't help you, doesn't help get you back ahead in the game. Alright, so at this point I was just trying to make up as much speed as I can, make up as much ground as I could, just trying to catch up to 12th and 11th, since I knew I could see him, I knew I could pass him at that point, so I was just trying to be a little bit more quick, but I also got to remember being smooth is fast, so sometimes slow is smooth and smooth is fast. That's always a good thing to go by, but slow down a little bit, you can stay on the track a lot better, and then you can catch up to people a lot quicker, because they're going to be making the same mistakes, thinking, oh, I just have to be the quickest on the track, but they're going to wind up going over the edge, going off the track, making mistakes. The more mistakes they make, the more ground you can actually make up if you're just going slow smooth, right? All right. So that turn actually right there is probably one of my hardest turns for Nuremberg, just because for some odd reason, I like to go as fast as I can around that corner. So I've been trying to practice on that one, slowing down, not going all the way, putting as much pressure as I possibly can on the acceleration for that. All right. Excuse me. Oh, and if you guys haven't noticed, I'm watching it on my iPad, just kind of analyzing it. That way I can actually not have to look up at my screen all the time for, well, my TV screen. So watching it on this, that way I can take time, I can pause it here, talk to you guys. Ooh. So this corner right here, that I just smashed into the wall right there, same thing. I was just trying to make up speed. So if you guys can do this better, slow down, take it easy, take your time. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. If I can leave one thing with you guys, that'll be it. And I hope you guys follow that example. Because the less mistakes you make, the quicker your time, the quicker you'll be, the easier it will be to pass people. And we're still working on that, sure. So hopefully we get podium with that. Yellow flag indicator right there. So we were just a little bit too slow on that. It's okay, because green flag went up. Clearly, they got back on the track, started making it. I think they crashed right around this corner right here, because this is where a lot of racers have issues with that corner. Ooh, it's going a little bit too fast. Did get my tires a little bit dirty on the side of the road, so didn't push too fast on the acceleration because we didn't want to spin. So that part right there, you can actually drive straight through it. You don't have to make as many turns. You just have to aim middle, so you can ride that out straight. You don't have to drop down a gear. You can just keep going in, I believe it was 4th. So this is the one that I was practicing on the time trial that they had for Nurembergring, which was fun. I tried to keep that in mind and using that exact same technique, which does helps a lot. All right, so this place right here, this huge straightaway, best place to wind up passing, either looking at your brake balance, checking the weather, anything like that, just because you have such a long straightaway. You have time to check everything. You can make sure what's around you, what's going on. Brake balance, since I am using the Nismo, I like to keep it all the way over to the 5. That way I can take corners a lot better. So this part where it jumps up just a little bit, as soon as that bump up, before you see the apex for the next spot, I like to hit and shift up, just because if you notice, the little blue line at the bottom of the thing that jumps up to indicate to shift up will go to the blue even when you're not all the way fully maxed out. So I like to keep an eye on that and see if that blue hits, and then I'll hurry and shift up. That way I'm already going to the next gear. I'm able to keep going a little bit faster. Okay, so that corner. So this was the point where I was just trying to play the long game. I was trying to make sure my tires were good, trying to make sure that my gas consumption was good as well. Ooh, I could tell I was going to go off the edge a little bit with that, so I had to slow down. It did cost me a little bit of time. It's a-okay. Just as long as my tires weren't dirty, because if I get my tires dirty, it'll make things a little bit worse for me. That was good. That was good. I hit the apex, went out. That was pretty good. I liked that. Alright, another thing that I've seen people do while I'm in a race is they like to jump out of the race, even when they get, let's say, they spin out, wind up going all the way into last place. That's not good to do because it'll drop down your driver rating, which isn't good, because the less and less you, well, the more and more, I should say, you go down in driver rating, the sloppier the driver is, a little bit tougher, harder. They race a lot, not as neat, I've noticed, and that's what frustrated me and pushed me to go up in my driver rating, just because I didn't want to keep racing and get shoved off the track by people. But turns out, even when you go up, you'll still get those same amount of people. Just know those are the people that know that they can't race good, so they're going to resort to that just to piss you off. So they'll try to get in your head. Don't let them get in your head. It's okay. Breathe, calm down, because then you can actually carry on with that race. And with that mindset, you can do a lot better, because then you'll be hitting all the correct corners perfectly, and you'll be able to take everything perfectly. And then once you do get up to that person that does shove you off the track, don't try to take revenge. Try to play the smart game. See if you can psych them out on the corners. See if they'll try to hit you, and then you can just go around them. So if they can mess up, I feel like that's the best revenge you can have, is them doing it to themselves. Do it clean. Try to get a clean race. Good sportsmanship all the way around. That's always good to have. Alright. So this corner right here, you can keep going pretty fast. Take it in fourth. As soon as you come to that little bit past that apex, that's when I like to shift down to second. Let's see. Okay, when you're getting to this spot where there's tons of turns, try to hit every apex. Every apex you hit, it's better for you. Alright. Obviously, yellow flag goes up, and we pass, what is it, CL Dodd. So on that corner, you have to be a little bit careful. You can't put too much gas into it, or else you'll either go up spinning around, you'll go off to the side, or you'll go more to the left side, go off the road, slam right into the barrier. Okay, you can take that in third. I dropped down to second just because I was a little bit unsure about it, but you can take that corner in third. Like I said, apex. So for this one, you'll stay on the outside, and then once it starts turning, you'll start to bank more to the inside. That way you can take the corners a lot more smooth. You're not having to turn as much. The more you turn, it'll slow you down. And then if you slide, it'll slow you down a little bit more. You gotta be careful though. The more speed you get, the easier it will be to go off track. Alright. So, crisp, clean corner right there. That was a good one. Alright, the carousel right here. This is the best one to be. So the reason I use this point of view, so the hood point of view I should call it, the reason I use that is so I can see basically the left and right side of where the car is ending. So where the car ends, my tires are going to be also. So I can see where I can get closer to the edges. So closer to the edges, I can see with the side of the cars. So that way I can get as much room and use as much of the track as possible. Like I said, apex, apex, apex. Alright. So this corner, I think I've tried taking it in third, and I wound up spinning out, so that's why I dropped down to second. I do want to see if I can hit that corner in third and not drop down. So I will be practicing this track a lot more. So I think this track is going to be the specific track that I'm going to be practicing the most. Alright. Okay, now we can see ninth at this point. So we're coming up on ninth, making our way. So at this point, it was a catch-up game. So I was just trying to do everything as smoothly as possible, because If he sees me, that's going to put pressure on him. He'll make more mistakes. I'm trying to keep a clear mind so I can catch up. Less mistakes, faster time, more speed. All right, good point. So when you can feel the back end of your car start to slide a little bit out, I like to shift up a little bit just so I can get more traction. So that way I don't wind up spinning out all the way. Right here at this point, the reason I kept kind of following him along is I figured if I can get a little bit more speed, I can catch up to him, and then I can try to catch that slipstream, which is always good to have. You can get it on the rear end of the car, and then you can get up on the side. If you get up on the side and kind of get, let's see, their driver rear wheel and your mirror, if you kind of get it right there, if you get close enough, it'll create a pocket where it slows them down, and then you can actually get faster and go around them. I don't know if it does it much in Gran Turismo, but I know it does that in real life. Obviously, we had to pit here really quick. Switched over to softs. So when you're doing like a 5-lap stint for this one, you don't need to refuel. We're already on 3rd lap, everything like that. So at this point, we're just booking it as fast as we can. Just need tires. So you can hear it too, right here. Picks up more speed. So going out and on mediums, that's like the kind of playing the long game. Mediums will last you a little bit longer. And then, all right. So the reason it ended right around that corner is when my internet kicked out. Worst possible time. It was very frustrating. Very frustrating seeing that happen, having it happen mid race. I was starting to get my second wind. So that video where it kicks out, um, my internet started slowing down. So the reason it did that and it stopped right there is because I couldn't record anymore. I wish you guys would have seen it, but I kept racing to the point where it actually kicked me out of the game. I caught up to 9th and 8th. I could see them both. I was about to pass 9th, and that's when my internet kicked out. It was a very rough night. We'll say that. Wound up turning it off, calling it a night because I was just so frustrated. Um, I had that happen a few other races recently as well. Frustrating enough. So trying to get that worked out, seeing what we can do better for that. But I think that was probably it for that race. But again, I'd like to take, excuse me, I'd like to take the time just to thank you guys for also following my content, liking it, commenting on it a few times. It really means a lot. I see you guys whenever you're on my Twitch live stream, the comments, the interactions. I love it. It makes me feel very motivated. Makes me feel like I can keep going and keep pressing forward. So I do appreciate that a lot. Thank you guys. Um, so the reason I'm doing this, sorry, we're gonna have a heartfelt moment right here. The reason I'm doing this is because I really want to get into GT racing. So I want to push the limits. Right now, I'm saving up a little at a time, trying to save up for Skip Barber School Racing Academy. So I am doing that which is a bunch, $8,000. It'll take some time. Believe me, it'll take some time. Just because you know how it is, life, family, everything like that. But I am going to keep pressing for this. I'm not going to give up. This is something I want to do. This is something I haven't felt motivated enough to pursue something like this. The only other time I felt something like that is when I was wanting to be in the United States Marine Corps. Uh, did that, happily served 4 years. I was a driver for um, light armor recon for the LAVs. If you guys can look that up, I can also drop a photo in the comments if you guys are wondering what that looks like. I did that for a little bit. Did a gunner spot. Did a little bit of VCing, not a bunch for those two. So served 4 years, loved it, got out, missed the guys. Uh, and then just kind of floated around doing a job. And then I kind of was like, man, I'm not really filling uh, what I wanted to. I was just kind of living day to day at that point. Um, and then I started doing sim racing on Gran Turismo. And then honestly, I was hooked after the first couple of days. It was like a fire lighted up inside of me. Back in, going for the fight. Um, I was just kind of doing it for fun, but then I noticed I was actually getting a little bit better and better and better. And then uh, I watched, what was it? Gran Turismo movie. And after that, I think I finished watching that at like midnight. And it was on a Saturday. And I just, after watching that, I stopped and I went, I gotta go race. Not to, this was before I wanted to do it. So I wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna go be a racer exactly. But after watching that, I just was like, I need to go play. I need to go play. So I went, jumped in, started racing, raced for like 8 hours. I kid you not. It was a very long night. But then after that, I just was like in love with this game, in love with racing. Um, it, excuse me, it kind of just had that fire reignited into me from, because of course I was into it as a kid a little bit. Life gets busy, life changes, we change up our dreams. At that point, just went on with my life, and then I kind of was reconnected with it through Gran Turismo. So feeling that feeling, I just kept racing, racing, racing. I was like, you know what? This would be awesome if I could actually race. And I think watching that movie now, it just made me how much I wanted to race Nurembergring. And I don't know when, but I will race there. You can heed my words on that. Um, but if you guys want to follow along with my journey, I will continue to video all this, post on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Um, just keep going because I am not stopping and I still feel this fire inside me and I want to keep pushing. And every every loss, every win, that isn't just for me. That's for the dreamers. That I want them to know and everyone to know. Do not give up on the dream. If you have a dream, keep pushing for it. I currently have this dream and I'm going to keep pushing for it until I set foot on that track and I'm going to race. So just want to let you guys have that little story of mine. So I appreciate all your love and support. Also, I'd like to give another shout out, W Energy. Thank you so much for your guys' help and continuous love. So I really appreciate that. I will be getting a shaker bottle from them with a little bit of energy powder from them coming in the mail. So when I do get that, we're going to be doing a box opening. I think that's what it's called. Box opening for that? Yeah. So we're going to be doing one of those just so I can show off what they gave to me, how cool their energy is. I'm going to be doing a taste test on it as well. So they have come out with new tastes and flavors recently. So feel free, go in, check it out. I think I want to go snag a couple of new ones that just came out just because of how good they look. Also, Apex Sim Racing, thank you guys for deciding to join in on the journey uh, with my racing. If you guys want to check out their website, it'll be in the comment section below. So please also look into that. They supply your needs for anything sim racing, whether it be a wheel, pedals, just certain parts. Like if you have certain parts on your sim rig break, they can help you out with that as well. And then I will also be commenting my promotion, or not promotion codes, discount codes. So you guys can use those and get a little bit of money off if you do go to their website and shop with them, which I highly support. Um, so yeah, I really appreciate you guys and have a good night. All right.